It's Destiny Timothy here, and today we are going to be reviewing the book on money, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Yeah. Now, number five, the rich invent money. I have to complete it at this point. The rich invent money. So basically, be bold, be audacious, take the risk, calculated risk, take the risk, do that thing. You know, you don't. I look at people who took the risk and went into Bitcoin. They are millionaires now. And I heard that there's this guy who's searching for like a flash drive that has like a lot of Bitcoin in it. I hope he finds it though. Like, yeah. Shout out to him. Yeah. Shout out to him. I hope he does. So take the risk, be audacious. Have the audacity to ask, why don't I have money? And be bold enough to take the risk to make that money. What I want by the end of this video is that, sorry, by the end of me documenting my money making journey is that when I clock it and I make like I just make that, like, when I just hit the jackpot. I feel like calling it a jackpot doesn't make sense. Calling it a jackpot is like saying, is like limiting it to luck, if you understand, you know. And I don't like the way that sounds. Basically, when I make money, okay, I want I want you guys to also like make a lot of money too. So yeah, we're in this together. You're my gal and you're my bro. Guys and gals, guys and gals. Don't play it safe when it comes to money. Just boom, 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 boom. Do what you have to do. Just be smart about it. You know, what is the biggest risk I've taken to make money? Whew. Well, before I started making videos, or like let's say 2 years ago, I was a huge introvert, and I still am. I feel like most people nowadays say I'm more extroverted, I'm more of an ambivert, but honestly, this personality is just because I'm behind the camera. You won't see me like this outside, wallahi. So, so yeah, um, I was so scared of cold calling back then, but funny enough, the most amount of money I've made was through cold calling. So that's, you just need to just, yeah, you just need to just take the risk. You know, put yourself out there. Exactly, put yourself out there. Nobody's, let the internet know you exist. Let the internet know you exist. Nobody's gonna patronize you if they don't know what you do. Your friends won't refer you if they don't know what you do. If you use WhatsApp, I know WhatsApp is heavily used in Nigeria or Africa. Like, spam your status every day. I sell this, I sell that, I do this, I do that. Put yourself out there. The whole the like, you have access to data to watch this video. It won't take you like 5 seconds to make a video and be like, oh hi, or welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about a skill I do or whatever. But that's not what I want to do. I'm done learning about skills and everything. Now I just want to focus on making money. Yeah. So moving forward, the last thing he talked about was, don't learn to work, work to learn. The last lesson he talked about was, don't learn to work, work to learn. He talked about how he worked at different corporations and places to learn something. He talked about how he went to the army, to learn how to command troops. It's crazy, I know. I really wish I could meet him in person. Like he sounds like like the kind of guy who would be so like he sounds like the kind of person that the average person, okay, Robert Kiyosaki. He sounds like the like someone that the average person would consider weird and crazy, and I like that. You know, like if someone is just monitoring his life, they'll be like, "Who is this guy? Who is this guy making this decision, this bold step?" And I think that's really amazing. That's really amazing. So yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to him. Talked about how he did that. Worked as a call service agent. Did so many jobs, just because of what he could learn from that role. And basically, uh, he goes on to speak about what skills do I want to learn while working here, and talks about how education is more valuable than money. Something I think is also essential. He said, when you're broke, don't go head first into your savings. Use it to drive you to make more money. When you're broke, use the hunger, use the lack to push you, into making more money. Instead of just diving head first, oh, you're in distress, you there ah oh, you're in distress, you the first thing you do is to sell your property. There are people like that. When things around you aren't going well or not as planned, or you need like or in like a financial whatever need or something, the first thing you do is to sell your property. If you have savings, you go into the savings, you beg people around you, you borrow, and you go into a shit ton of debts that could be avoided by you just controlling yourself and finding a way to work and make more money. But you're lazy. Some people are lazy. Not you though. I know you're hardworking. Yeah, of course you are. And because of people being lazy, there's a lot of beggars on this. Oh, I don't know if this will sound wrong, but I feel like people who are able-bodied and who are beggars on the streets, they can put in that energy. In Nigeria, it's crazy because like they could literally like run in front of your car, like money. That energy you're using to shout money. Imagine if that energy you're using to shout money. You're using it to advertise someone else's business, and as you're advertising this person's business, they pay you XXX amount every day. You earn a salary. From that salary, use it to invest. Not invest right away, like invest in yourself. That's what I mean. Learn a couple things, do this, do that, and a couple do that as well. So don't be lazy. Learn. Learn to make money. And a major thing there that he talked about that really caught my attention, okay, was how everyone should be a generalist, not a specialist. Now, in the typical world we live in, like doctors, lawyers, every most people want to specialize. When you learn medicine, the first next thing you want to do is specialize. You want to be a pediatrician, a gynecologist, a hematologist, a let me see how much I can mention. You want to be a yeah. So most people shouldn't be specialists when it comes to money. You should be generalists. Have multiple flows of income. Understand a little bit of everything instead of a lot of one thing. Understand a little bit of everything instead of a lot of one thing. Now, let's get into that. I want us to visualize this. Okay? So, like we're talking about, let's say there are five, okay? Five, let me draw five circles here. Five circles, okay? And Each circle is a subject, a topic, and it represents knowledge in that topic. Okay, now look at this row. There are three circles. Each column is the amount of knowledge you have on a particular subject. Okay, and then there's this, the amount of knowledge you have on one subject. This is a specialist, and this is a generalist. I hope you can like visualize what I'm trying to say. Specialist and a generalist. These are 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. These are 15 too. This guy knows about 15. This guy knows about 15 too. But this guy is spread out. He's spread wide open. But this other guy is just long.